Friendly Londa was, I just got called in to do it. It's a all-female Italian folk band.
So it's Italian, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's Italian. And Prendi Londa is something like, what they're basically trying to say is that doesn't matter how high the mountain is, you'll get over it, or something like that. That kind of a vibe. I can't remember exactly. I remember I kept asking them what it was, but they can't, because when I construct lyrics, especially in a foreign language, I need to know what the hell they're talking about, so I can construct my lyrics about whatever concept they're talking about in the song.
Of course.
My thing has to be relevant. I'm not just going to go out there and spit any old thing.
Yeah.
So when I'm working on tracks with foreigners in a foreign language, I always ask, what does that mean first? And then I get a good understanding of what they're talking about, and then start writing my lyrics and put the bars in,
The bit that she's singing about, I've got no idea what she's chatting about. But your lyrics, if your lyrics align to what they're talking about, it's basically about the whole ride the wave, take your opportunity, and do you know what I mean? Right. It's like a positive vibe track.
That's it. That's what it was. Yeah, it's like ride the vibe.
And I was just like,
ride
yes.
the wave, yeah, for real, yeah. I don't even remember how long ago that is. That's years ago. Basically, what happened was I used to work with this band in Italy because the Freestylers thing was crazy. Like we blew up everywhere. We were everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I used to get crazy requests from crazy places, and they'd want me to come and feature on their tracks,
Yeah.
But there was this one band in Italy called Feel Good Production, and they had a tune called Feel Good Anthem or something like that, and it was this kind of almost like Balkan kind of folk music. One of them old school guitars with the long neck, and it's got like a kind of a little bucket kind of.
Yeah.
That kind of a vibe, and it's some crazy thing like that. And they used to work with this one MC, and the MC had some problems, and he couldn't do it no more. They asked me to come in and front the band, so I was running around with them for a while, which also gave me more exposure in Italy. So I toured Italy, mate, all over the place, done MTV shows, everything, mate. France, Spain, the whole of Europe, the whole of Eastern Europe, the whole of Scandinavia, all over the place, man. Asia, America, West Indies, mate, everywhere. So them things would happen on a regular because after coming off of Radio 1, they don't want MCs on Radio 1 anymore. Not really getting no work on the drum and bass circuit because everything kind of changed to this drum and bass thing.
Yeah.
And even though they used to cuss the fast style MCs, it was more about working with the fast style MCs than the ragaman then, because we had this bad stigma about us. So I wasn't really getting much work. I'm like this, right? I'm a survivor. I look on myself as a survivor.
Yeah.
I've always had an inept ability or an adept ability to morph and shapeshift with what's going on around me and look for the angles and the avenues. And this is like to anybody coming up in the business or anybody who feels like they're stuck in the business, right? This is a man that's been doing this for 4 decades. I'm not rich,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't look on myself as a superstar. But trust me, I'm cutting paper and I'm living my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm covering my bills and some. So this ain't about being some megastar. This is you can actually live your life doing music if you know what you're looking for and if you're trying to carve out new avenues. And even when, like for instance, the whole thing with sound system, incidents happening where you don't feel comfortable around people. You have to move from there, rebuilding your name again, going back down to the bottom again. Radio 1, coming off of Radio 1, go right back down to the bottom again, go join up with a band. You get a call, yo, I want a front man. Freestylers, I want a front man. That's what I heard. I got one call. Someone need a front man for a band, Navi. I'm like, okay. They're like, yeah, they're doing a party up in Manchester. GMX Centre. It was a fantasia, actually. I walk into the dressing room, I see Tenor Fly, I see Aston from Congo Natty days when he engineered all them, and DJ Rap, he did Spiritual Aura, he did a lot of them Congo Natty songs down in Camden, Roundhouse, when they used to be down there. So I knew Aston, Blaps Posse, J-Rock, the Cut Scratch guy. Then I walked into this dressing room, I'm like, what's going on here? Fly I knew from 83. So Fly comes, he's like, yo, Navi, I got this tune called B-Boy Stance. It's gone top 40. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man. I said, I didn't know nothing about this. So then the guy from the record label comes and he's like, yo, Nav, just want you to go up and hype the show. Okay. So he's like, when you get up there, you'll know what to do and everything. All right, cool. And it was crazy, we went on the stage. Obviously, Fly was the star because he's got the big tune.
Yeah.
But I was kind of hyping up the crowd. It was breakbeat. I was just kind of hyping it up, and we had break dancers on the stage. And I remember that gig. One of the break dancers actually kicked the keyboard right off the stage, mate. It was crazy, man. It was a crazy thing. But when I got off the stage, the guy just came straight to me and he was like, yo, come and see me in the office on Monday, man. We need to have a chat. And then I went there, and then the next thing I know, I'm getting signed, for a decent amount of money, non-exclusive, and getting given 30 shows all over the place. America, here, there, up and down, festivals, blah, 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 blah. And at that stage, I really felt like that was where I belonged, on a stage in front of a band.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, that's how I see myself, and that's where I want to get back to now. Even now, I'm all about going out and doing it live, because that's where it's at. That's where you make the distinction between being a real artist and just being an MC over a DJ. And I'm not dissing no DJ when I say that, but the vast majority of DJs and producers, they want to keep their name as the main thing, and they'll have a man come and feature. It's about their thing, and I get that. But for me, it's about me. Everybody's got to have their own standard for themselves and their own confidence in themselves to go out there and make their own name and have their own stature, separate from anything. And I felt that's what I did with the whole Freestylers thing. And I said, as I said, off of the back of that, because people saw that. We're not talking about, it's not a joke thing, man. We were touring with Lenny Kravitz on his Freedom Tour in 1999. We did 10 dates with Lenny Kravitz. Molson Bowl in Toronto. Like, these places are like baseball stadiums we was doing. 20,000 people, 30,000 people, Madison Square Garden, Weenie Roast, Coachella, all them places there. We did the first Coachella. Actually, I didn't even do that with Freestylers. I did it with some next people that I was working with in LA. And I met Trey Hartzell from Farside. I was performing live with him at Coachella, on the first Coachella. First ever Coachella 20 years ago in 1999.
Bro, hold on.
Still got the backstage pass, mate.
You played Madison Square Garden as well?
Yeah, man. 30,000 people, mate.
So,
Glastonbury, 35, 40,000 people. Jazz stage, rammers, bro.
I've seen that video as well.
It wasn't a small thing, man. It was. I kind of superseded the jungle scene.
Yes.
It went to a whole nother level. People wanted to book me them times and couldn't even book me because I was gone.
So do you mean that people are trying to book you within the jungle scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't book me because I was gone. Me and Tenor Fly toured the world for 3 years together. Rest in peace, my brother. Miss him, man. Miss Fly, because, you got to understand, with Tenor Fly, I watched him blow up in the 80s. Remember, we used to look up to the Jamaicans.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Jamaican sounds used to come over, like King Jammies, when King Jammies came over in 1985, 86, with all the big man there, Admiral Bailey and all them big men that was killing it. And to see Tenor Fly go up on stage and do roughneck fashion, do roughneck fashion, this are the rude boy fashion, bye-bye.
Yeah.
That's over a reggae rhythm. Dum, 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 dum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is actually some old school cowboy series, some Western series theme tune. I remember that theme tune, and they just took that, turned it into a beeline.
Yeah.
Black of them. And so he had that tune then. You're talking about 1985, mate. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he's going up on that sound system back in them days there. I'm busting up the dance more than the headliners from Jamaica. Trust me when I tell you this,
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Navi telling you about some real history here. Tenor Fly, a big gun. You know what I mean? So for me then to end up in Freestylers with Tenor Fly, running around the world for 3 years, was like I'm pinching myself the whole time. Is this real? I'll give you another little story. This whole Black Tarantula tune, yeah?
Yeah.
Shatter, Eater, Serial Killer, yeah?
Yeah.
You can put this one on the tape as well. I'll make them know, say, Tenor Fly used to chat that lyrics with me on Freestylers, on them live shows, and I always used to say to him, what are you doing with that lyric? And he always used to say to me, nah, I'm gonna use it on a tune and I'm gonna put it on my album. Anyway, after Freestylers done, I made Raw Hill with Spider and all of that. And then I brought Tenor Fly to the studio one day and I was making more fire. And Tenor Fly, on the original version, Tenor Fly chats that lyric.
Yeah.
And the whole reason why Pendulum got that a cappella is because I gave Fresh the a cappella to the whole song with 7 MCs on it, and all he used was me, Spider, and Soul Train, which caused a lot of problems because everybody was like, nah, make him go back and remix it and put all the man them in it. But Fresh didn't do that because obviously you can't tell a man how to remix a tune. If that's what he's feeling, that's what he's feeling.
It's
I
his
mean,
tune.
it ended up with a lot of animosity towards me, and it ended up mashing up the whole thing because everybody was pissed off with me. But it weren't my fault, it was just a Fresh remix a tune like that, and that's just how it was. But Fresh had the a cappella.
Yeah.
And must have passed it on to Pendulum. And Pendulum didn't even know who the hell it was. They just took that lyric, put it in the thing, got Spider to sing Black Tarantula over the top of the thing, and that's how Black Tarantula came about. But Tenor Fly voiced it for me originally. So you understand, rolling around with Tenor Fly at that stage of my life and doing those things that we did was mega. It was monumental, and we did a lot of stuff over them 2-3 years. Went to a lot of different countries, got to know each other, recorded a lot of music together, and it was a special time for me because it weren't like we were just running around doing couple dances or whatever. We were performing to like 20 to 40,000 people every weekend, 3 or 4 parties. In 1999, I toured America 10 times.
Where else did you go with them then, with the Freestylers?
Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Jamaica.
What was that like? What was it like performing in Jamaica then?
It's crazy, man. It was, they call it Spring Break. Spring Break, 1 March. Well, Beanie Man come there.
Wow.
He knows fly them in it. Yeah, man. Crazy, man. Crazy times. Crazy times, man. Crazy times.
So I noticed that, so from a jungle point of view, because it makes a lot of sense, because around that sort of time, all the tape packs, all the flyers, your name wasn't anywhere. You know what I mean?
No, I was gone.
And so by the early 2000s, jungle has definitely morphed into drum and bass. So what do you think?
By that time, when I came back to jungle, or drum and bass, or whatever you want to call it, at that stage what it was, because I can't even tell you what it was, because I was gone.
Yeah.
Right? When I came back, there was no vocals in the music. All the music sounded like a Formula One race, like Brian Zatch. So I was asking everybody, where's the vocals? And they were all asking me what we doing, because at that stage, with Roughneck and Warning, and then all the stuff I did with Fly and doing these live, we were everywhere, man. We were on MTV, The Box, all them digital stations that were out then. We was on all of them. MTV, MTV2. What was that other one? It's kind of like an urban MTV one that used to have all the R&B and hip hop on it. We was on all of these stations.
Yeah.
And so everybody kind of looked at me as being like, are you the man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Locked up Spider on a plane going to WMC one year, going to Florida. And he was like, he wants to get into something. Came back to England, he come and check me, play me some tracks. I really liked what he done, loved his voice. took him to Germany, lost him in Germany, and the same people that was doing the meditation raves approached me and said, look, you know, we want to invest into putting an act together. So I went and got a couple of them and we formed a Royal Wheel crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then and that's how I made More Fire. And then you know, went out there, went to certain big man and said, yo, I've done it. Because all this time, all I wanted to do was get a jungle hit, because back in the day I wanted to get production. I couldn't get no production. You know, as I said, I had to go from scratch and rebuild my name as Navigator. So, you know, by that time, music's boss, I became an MC. And it was like now, I wasn't regarded as an artist. I was just regarded as a jungle MC. So I had to go and prove myself as an artist again now.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I couldn't get no production at that time. But obviously, after doing the whole Freestylers thing now, people was respecting me as an artist now. So I've come back in. Somehow I managed to get Fresh to remix this More Fire tune. It's going out on Bad Company, which was the hottest label at that time. And I've gone to all the man them that I know back in the day, and I've gone, yo, I've got this tune. And they all said to me, nah, we're not playing that. Love you, Navi. You're a great artist and all of that, but we ain't playing none of that ragga jungle shit.
Really?
I'm telling you, I'm not asking you, mate. This is not like questionnaire, mate. I'm telling you, that's what happened. So what happened is that Fresh and Andy C is bona fide virgin in it. So Fresh gave the tune to Andy C. Andy C went to America with GQ. They did a tour, and More Fire was the track of the tour. So when GQ got back, he said to me, "Navi, I just come back from touring with Andy C. Done 10 dates out in America, bro. Like, congratulations, mate. You got a hit." I was like, "What?" He was like, "More Fire bust up the whole tour." And that was it, man. After that, tune just blew up in about 2-3 weeks after I made it. The only other vocal tune at that time was Shake Your Body by Shy.
Mm-hmm.
Those two tunes brought back the vocals to jungle drum and bass, mate. And if it wasn't for Andy C, More Fire wouldn't have bust. But none of them money wanted to play it.
But did they all stop playing it after then?
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
They even came back to me and asked me, "Yo, Navi, send me that tune." I was like, "No. No,
Yeah.
man. Go look for that yourself."